Welcome to GrumpyMan's Reviews. Today we're looking at the MooSoo K17 Cordless vacuum cleaner. This was very kindly sent to me by the manufacturer. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to pick this up. Before we start, if you find the video useful, a like would be appreciated and do subscribe to watch more reviews. What I noticed about this is I've reviewed different cleaners on my channel if you've been around here before. Look how small the box is. I was actually impressed by that. When the delivery came, I didn't expect a cleaner to be in there. What I'll do is I'll unpack everything because there's a lot of plastic here and it'll make the disturbing sound on the microphone. So I'll take everything out and then we'll go through what's what, and of course we will do a demonstration as well. This is everything that was inside the box of the MooSoo K17. Some paperwork, a cleaning tool, one end to actually clean the brush bar, the other end to cut any hair. If you get any hair caught around it, that's good, saves you from looking for a scissors. It only comes with two tools, a dusting brush and then a push fit system. A nice length crevice tool to get into the side of your sofas and the side of the car. It's got a little cut out there. It does come with a removable battery, which I really like. So you've got two options to either charge the battery by itself or charge it while it's on the cleaner. And it's got some indicators there as well. It takes 4.5 hours to charge and it will give you a run time of 30 minutes in normal mode, and in boost mode it will give you around 12 minutes. Connection points there. That'll fit onto the actual cleaner. I'll show you that in a bit. I'm in the UK, so I get a 3-pin charger. That end would go into the battery. Where is it? Yeah, there. Just put that in there. You do have the option to wall mount it as well. It's got some screws there, 3M tape. I do really like this colour. The wand is telescopic, so whatever height you are, you're able to get a good size. It locks into place as well, just by pushing that button. On this side, the tools, they can either fit onto the actual wand or onto the cleaner itself. So that bit there, you can see that extra part on the actual tool, that would go there, click into place. To remove it, just push that and pull it out. The head, again, it could be used on the wand or onto the main body itself. Let me just remove this. Clear window there, so if you get any hair wrapped around or any blockages and stuff, you could see. 4 LED lights there. If you haven't cleaned with LED lights, once you start cleaning with LED lights, you can't go back to cleaning without LED lights. They're really helpful to find dirt right bottom of the sofa, in the table, in the corners. I love using cleaners with LED lights, and if I do have to use one without, I don't really like it. I prefer the LED lights. Felt strip there, 2 little wheels, felt strip there. And the brush is removable, as you can see there, lock on a lock off there. The brush has its own independent motor of 15 watts. So to remove it, just push that upwards. This clip would come off. Just remove the whole brush. It's new yet, so it's a bit tight. The brush bar does get removed. These are soft for hard floor. These are stiff for carpet, and that's why they give you that tool. If you do get any hair caught up, you could cut them. It would only go on one way, you can see that. But when you take it off, actually, you could clean that as well with like a damp cloth. Don't get it wet, just a damp cloth. It's got a suction path there at the middle. It would only go back on one way. Clip's got a little felt strip on it as well. That again would go in one way. Two wheels at the back. They're not rubber, but they do feel soft. I don't know whether it's like soft plastic, if that makes sense. It's got the connector points there for the wand or the actual cleaner. It's got a tube there. If you get any blockages, that's where to check. Yeah, it does swivel around. Okay, let's move on to the main body. At the top of the cleaner, it's just got some branding there, MooSoo. These here are the air outlets, and these are just a fancy design. They don't actually do anything. That's what it looks like from the side. That's what it looks like from there. Let's put the battery in. Before I put the battery in, I'll show you at the bottom. It's got a little sticker on there. It's got some connector points there. The battery would only go in one way. You can see it's got that cutout there. And there's a little part there. There's a button there as well to release the battery and to put the battery on. So place the battery there and push this button. It sticks into place like so. And to remove it, you'd push that, pull it out. You are able to pick spares up for this. That's the on-off trigger there. There is some charge in it. Another thing I like about this straight away, it's continuous power. So you're not having to hold the trigger. You push it, it will stay on. Push it again, it will go off. Before we talk about the bin, at the back here there's a button here, that's the plus and minus. That's the boost mode. So if you're like this, in the first setting, you'll get the normal 30 minutes. If you push that, that will give you 12 minutes. You can see there on the battery, a sign's come up. It's gone off. If I push it, it goes red. Just letting you know that the boost mode is kicked in. At the front, the tools can fit on there directly, or of course you could use them on the wand, as I mentioned before. Again, that part will go forward, like so. To remove it, push that, remove. If I get the head, I'll just show you the head as well. That would go on directly. You could do your stairs now to give them a deep clean, or your car. And to remove it, push the button. The bin, it's got a max fill line there. It's a 1.2 litre bin capacity. To release the bin, push this, just pull it forward. That's where the filters are. Before I show you the filters, I'll show you the underneath. That's what it looks like. That's where it will latch on the bin. The filter's fallen out. So one filter there and another filter there. Both of these are washable. Wash them, make sure they're completely dry before you put them back in. It doesn't say how often you should wash these, but then again, it depends on how much you use your cleaner. Maybe 2 weeks, if you don't use it that much, once a month. But make sure you do wash them, because if you don't, that's when you start losing suction. So these would fit back in there, but before we do that, I'll show you how to empty the bin. That little latch there, just pull that down. And then I believe this shroud is removable as well. You can clean that as well. It's got a mesh shroud around there. So it's easy access. And of course they all fit on one way. That just fits back on. That would go in first, then this would go in afterwards. To put the bin back, there's a cutout there, a little part there. There's a little extra part coming out there, because these are a bit difficult to put back on. But they're not difficult, but it just takes some getting used to, because I've used cleaners like this before. You could see inside the bin there, there's a cutout there. You could clean the bin with a damp cloth, but don't put this in water, because it's got them connector points there. Make sure you don't get them wet. That extra part there, line it up with the cutout in the bin. And just push it up. Let's put it together, and then we'll start with the demonstrations. It would only go on one way. This part here would fit on the head first. Then the main body would go on. And that's it. Assembly is complete. And thanks to its telescopic handle, you can move it to any size you want. That's the longest it would go. That's how small it gets. I don't know why more manufacturers don't think of this. I think it's a really good idea that have it long and then have it short. I think it's a really good idea. At that size, I'm going to give it to my kids, get them to clean the house. No more excuses saying the cleaner is big for us. Look at the size of that. I've put down some cornflakes and some crackers. I'm going to be using the cleaner in the normal mode first. brought a bit back, but it's picked the majority of it up, and this is only one pass. And do bear in mind, I have put down quite a bit here. You won't have this much mess in your house. Of course, I'm doing it to do the demonstration, but it's done a decent job there. I'll just pick up this side and then we'll move over to the carpet. I'll try this side in the boost mode. Yeah, it's just brought a few back, but it's picked the majority of them up. As you can see in the bin there, I just bring the bin close to you. See? Yeah. I'll just pick the rest of this up and then we'll move over to the carpet. This is in normal mode, by the way. I like how quiet it is as well. It's really light, maneuverable as well. I just thought I'd show you the bin again. It's picked everything up. Okay, let's move over to the carpet now. Again, we have some cornflakes and some crackers. I'll be using the cleaner in normal mode first. At this time it's bought a really small amount back, but it's done a decent job. On this side I'll use boost mode, even though I don't need to, because of course I am only doing one pass. If I do a few more passes it will pick it all up, but I just thought I'll show you what the boost mode is like. But do bear in mind, if you do use boost mode you only get 12 minutes of run time. Again, it's done a decent job. I'll just pick the rest of this up. Well, there you go. That was a quick demonstration on the MooSoo K17U Cordless cleaner. My overall thoughts, I actually like it because for the price you can't go wrong. I will leave a link in the description box below to MooSoo's website. Prices do change, but at the time of making this video they have it on there for under £90, and for that you can't go wrong. It's light. Because it's light, you could do your above floor cleaning easy as well. So if you do have any arthritis or if you're elderly, this cleaner will be well suited to you. Battery life, I got a bit more than what they were claiming. The boost mode, I got about 14 minutes. I got between 30 and 35. I hope this video did help someone. If it did, give it a like and do subscribe to watch more reviews. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video.